Well, I'm back um, after the abysmal failure of what was, the other stream. I honestly doubt anybody's even going to bother being here to this one. Um, so, yeah, let's just say that sucked completely. And I did get a couple of messages uh, in support and some ideas on other things to try, but I don't know. I did commit to it for a week, so I will give it some kind of attempt tomorrow, I guess. Um, I don't know. I'll try to look for something that's a little I don't know, better, I guess. I don't know. And I do have something in the mail for tomorrow, I guess. I'll just see how that goes. And hi, Keely Chow. Yeah, it's morning, all right. Um, and yeah, I do want to give up, honestly. Um, no, it's funny because I've tried to have the morning brew be something that's a little more. I don't want to say sophisticated, but more like a an actual pub, I guess, not not the local dive bar, and people treat it like it's you know shit. They're disrespectful. They talk about the stupidest, lame topics. They drone on and on about what they think is important and take over the stream, even talking over me. And quite honestly, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of feeling that I'm a secondary part of my own goddamn stream. So, I don't know. I said I'm just to the point I'm stressed. Um, I said I'd give the news thing a try for a week. I'll try to get something going for tomorrow. That first attempt just sucked. And quite honestly, I didn't even bother reading the chat. Hi, Aberjam. Well, I kind of looked at it a little bit, but um, other than that, I didn't really read it. So, yeah. I don't know if a break will help or not. I mean, the whole point of doing this is having some kind of outlet. I I don't know. I really don't know. And good morning, Raquel. Good morning, Bone. Um, yeah. I mean, I probably should put the link in to have somebody talk other than just leave me up here leaving dead air at times. But yeah, um, I kind of doubt most people are going to be showing up anyhow. So it'll be amazing if anybody's actually here to come on. So, but I will put the link in anyhow. I don't know. The link is pinned. Uh, Thank you, Raquel. By the way, I'm glad you didn't have me on the panel last night. Um, I was watching the movie along with you, and it was actually kind of comforting and quiet. So I just kind of dozed off to sleep, um, watching it, which is kind of nice. I made it to the. I think. I think I made it. Yeah, I made it to the third ghost, but that was it. And so yeah. Okay. And good morning, Aberjam. I'm hearing myself.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon, Aberjam.
Good morning. Actually, no, it's afternoon for me now. Oh, geez, the time's flying.
That's why I said good afternoon.
You're not even here, and you're on the ball better than I am. Get your words out, Jammer. I must have got to put my teeth in today. Listen, I get where you're coming from. You know, everything comes with its ups and downs. It doesn't matter what you do with life, and everything has pros and cons. Um, and a break could be a good thing, or a change is as good as a break. Um, I got the impression this morning when you did your little newscast that you just weren't feeling it. You kind of felt like it was flopping. I don't know why you felt that way, but that's the impression I got.
It felt like it was flopping from basically the start because I was already in a panic. The things I'd planned on failed. Um, it was just like, okay, let me just get through this. I've already planned something. I can't just cancel it because I already saw something on Twitter where Fandom Collective had already tweeted it out. It's like, oh, great, now I gotta do something.
So you planned to do the news thing, and then somewhere along the line you decided not to do the news thing, and then one tweeted it out.
It's just, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a try for a week, like I said.
Yeah.
You there?
I appear to have lost you.
Oh, great, Aberjam. That's just great. And good morning,
Captain,
lovely
speak to me.
Sherry. I'm here. I hear you.
Can you help me out in the chat, guys? Am I the only one not hearing Kappas?
I don't know, because I'm showing glowing, but other than that, I don't know. I don't know if anybody can hear me. Not that it really would mean much. But yeah, I'm here. But let's see here.
What's going on?
Bird.
Hello world, it's Birdo5.
Kapla. Well, can you hear me?
I hear you, Cap.
Okay.
I heard you on YouTube too.
Okay, I'm gonna duck out and try and duck back in again.
I hear you now, Aberjam. I heard him say I'm going to duck out and try to duck back in. So I got up about 7 minutes ago, and then it took 5 minutes to open my eyes. So what's going on? What'd I miss?
Well, I had an earlier stream that was just an abysmal failure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And so
that's right. I think I saw you had a stream set for 7 before I went to sleep last night. Sorry, I missed it.
Oh, don't worry, you didn't miss a damn thing.
What was it about?
Nothing important. Just
I can look. E-News episode 1.
Yep.
Oh, Monday, December 13th. It's my friend's birthday today. 1 month after mine. Let's go. 8 minutes. It couldn't have been that bad, Cap.
Yeah, it was that bad.
You could have played a 10-minute intro and then signed off after 8 minutes. That still wouldn't have been that bad.
I'm not LEG. I'm sorry, but he did have the longest ass intros when he first started.
He did. I'll grant you that. And, it's fine. He was experimenting, okay? He was experimenting. Not everybody, not everybody gets it perfect on their first try like me.
Oh, trust me, this was an utter failure, and I'm tired of the shit show the Morning Brew has become. It's just like I don't even know if I should bother.
Bother doing YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should probably stop. I can tell you, Anti-Trackers is clearly looking to take over your time slot. It's just getting ready to to declare he's going to do Morning Brew.
That's fine. Let him.
So, yeah. If you want to hurt Kuroga, then you're going to have to stop what you're doing. But then you'll be forever known as a Turtistani. Were you an undercover Turtistani this entire time?
No.
Oh, Aberjam's backstage.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know what happened before. Technical issues, I guess.
Oh, great. Now we lost Bird.
The fuck? What's going on, StreamYard?
There's Bird back. Okay.
God damn it. Hit the wrong button.
Yeah,
Babcat.
it happens.
Or Hitman Go.
Yeah, it's Mango.
Hello, BK Dan, and good morning, Darius.
Yeah. Good morning, Dan. Cap, I think you just, I think it's not necessarily a bad idea for you, just for your mental health and whatnot, to take a step back from Brew, whether it's doing something else or just taking a break. I think for the long term, though, you need to just sort of really figure out for yourself, well, is it doing you more harm than good or more good than harm? I think probably more good than harm is what you'll find.
Listen,
But
Captain,
like you say,
let's not pretend. You have this discussion every week, and you say you're not going to do it, and literally before the weekend is over, you're streaming again, and it's like you don't want to stop. So let's get that out of the realm, because clearly you like streaming, and when the streaming goes well, you love streaming. So I don't think you can quit it. I don't think you want to quit it. I think it's pretty clear you want to keep streaming. So let's put going away forever off the table, because that's not going to happen. Now, if you want to stream less often, that's fine. You want to just stream when you want to stream, that's okay. I mean, it's not great because people don't know when to expect you, but listen, if you don't want to make a promise to stream every day, that's your promise not to make. You don't have to make it. I mean, God knows, when you feel better, if you feel stronger, the day comes you're ready to stream every day, then you say, okay, I'm streaming every day again. Nobody's forcing you to. It's you that you've got to answer to.
Yes, but see, I'm not like you. I can't get on and stream for whatever the hell length of time you go and talk about whatever. You salty.
Okay, so fine. So you can't do that. So don't. So only do that when you want to.
You don't have to be Bird or be like Salty. Just be you.
You don't have to get on and say you're quitting YouTube forever because you can't come on every single day. Okay, you don't have to.
No,
you have to come on and say Morning Brew is gone because Morning Brew is only going to happen twice a week, or 3 times a week, or 4 times a week.
Yeah, but the problem is people come on and do the stupidest things. It's like, really?
How often? How often does that happen, though, Cap?
Almost every day now.
Almost every day.
It's like they come on tell these dumbass lame jokes or regale stories of who gives a fuck.
Hey, dad jokes are fun. There's nothing wrong with a good dad joke.
Yeah.
Okay, Doomcock has integrated dad jokes pretty well into his stream. You know what you need, Cap? You need a Harvey.
Yeah, take a vacation to the kitchen. Mix up a nice hearty brew.
Maybe Ciso Prey will find an extra baby somewhere. And I don't know. Usually they go into the mines, but I see if I cut you a deal to be our co-host.
Well, anything's got to be better than this. It's just, yeah. And good morning, BK Dan.
Ah, yellow. One of my favorite colors.
Yeah. Morning.
That's not yellow. That's mustard. Color all its own.
Yeah. It's so cold out. I'm drinking hot coffee.
Wow, that must
When
be
he wears
cool.
that shirt, Dan sleeps on top of a hot dog.
Yeah.
I came on to tell you one thing and one thing only, Captain.
Yes, sir.
Don't give up, please. It's not like you to really give up. Change, but don't give up. Please. If there's anything I've learned about you so far, it's you're not a quitter.
No, he's a whiner, but he's not a quitter. You know, I've known a few people like that. They just need to vent. You know, my missus is quite similar. Sometimes when things get on top of her, she talks about quitting and stuff, and you know, she doesn't really mean it long term. She's just getting it off her chest. Venting helps, you know. I think Captain's much the same. He's a venter.
If you don't mind a piece of advice, Captain,
Yeah.
be more discriminating about who you let in.
Well, yeah, I've got somebody backstage I don't want to let in because he tends to take over and he's a big mouth.
Ah, fair enough. See, that's what you should do.
Yeah,
Call them out.
you need to
The ones that piss
do
you
that
off.
when they're on the panel as well. Just
Yeah.
put it on the panel.
Yeah.
It's your channel. Sorry, Dan.
I'm sorry, I just don't feel like listening to bullshit this morning. I really don't. It's just like
I don't blame you.
Yeah,
It's Garfield's worst day.
Garfield.
Yeah, Garfield's worst day, Monday the 13th. Not Friday the 13th.
I did not identify who it was in B. That was your choice.
Wow.
Cap,
And
just-
honestly, I
just
would have
be-
thought it was somebody else because somebody else mentioned in private chat. I thought that was a weird description, but I didn't even know NB was here.
Captain, just be tougher on your channel. Like when people are saying or doing things you don't like, just nip it in the bud and say, hey, listen, we don't need to go there. If you carry on, I'll kick you off the panel. It's that simple. People will respect it. Not going to cause any major issues.
Booting him by mistake? I didn't even see he was back there.
Well, I didn't know if you were or not, so I just stayed quiet.
And good morning, Smiling Bandito. Oh, that wasn't the one I was talking about. Now that was the one I was talking about with the dad jokes. It's like every day. It's no, we're not going to do the dad
I will
jokes every
stand up
day.
for that joke till the day I die. Sorry. Just how I feel. What do you
I'm
call
a
a block of
Garfield
cheddar that
fan.
belongs to? What do you
Okay,
call a
curtain
block
while I'm here.
that belongs to
Sorry.
someone else?
Yeah.
Okay, go BK Dan.
I'll curb him while I'm here, okay? Because I now know that you're not a true fan of dad jokes. I'll curb him while I'm here.
Not every day. Not every day. It's just.
Oh, by the way, did you see those videos I sent you through Twitter?
No, I haven't. I
Okay.
haven't.
You'll
I
get a kick out of them.
really was. Yeah, just not been in the mood right now.
You'll put a smile on your face.
Let's see here. I don't really know what's going on, but wish everyone well. Online communities are tough to navigate. Yeah, you're right. And good morning, Richie Poole.
Quick question: Am I
it's been a while.
wrong?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just asking. I'm roboting. So.
Yes.
Okay. I'll jump out then. But nice to see you again.
Thank you.
See you, Aberjam.
Take care, Aberjam.
And by the way, it's been a while since I've seen you, smiling Bendito. Hopefully you're doing well.
Sorry, just catching up on the comments. Yeah.
Oh, Lola's in the chat. Hello, Lola. Hopefully you're doing good this morning.
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl.
I personally prefer the Weird Al version, Yoda.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Why would Yoda be a showgirl?
You've never seen that video then. Okay.
I got.
Okay.
Kapla, Richie.
Yeah, seriously, Captain. They'll put a smile on your face, even if it is only for 2 minutes.
Oh, that's good. I'll give them a watch. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, I committed to doing that for a week, and I will do my best. I've got some different material for tomorrow and some suggestions what to do with that. So that should help. As far as I don't know. I don't know anymore. Like I said, you know, it went to me from feeling like a stream where people would come on that would actually chat. We would talk about topics to, you know, now it's stupid dad jokes and old boring stories that nobody cares about and bitching about everything. It's like, really? Like, Disney sucks, Star Wars sucks, Star Trek sucks. Ooh, wow. Cowboy Bebop sucks. Or there are few people who like it. Okay, I'm not Doomcock, don't care. I prefer to talk about other topics that aren't necessarily dealt with on other channels. I prefer to talk about community items, things that are actually of interest, not bitching sessions. To actually have community discussions. That's what I want. And here lately, it's felt like a fucking urinal in a damn dive bar. It's just frustrating.
Understandable.
And it's like, oh, okay, yeah. Woohoo, people are watching. I'm having a shitty time, but hey, people are watching. I'm sorry. I had one of my most popular, streams, other than the sleep stream, which God only knows why people watch that. I was just, this is just horrible. This is a god awful stream. It was one of the most popular. It's like, no, and I didn't do it again. And it's just like, I mean, yes, it's nice having people in the chat. Don't get me wrong. It's nice having people watch the stream later. But for God's sake, if I'm not having fun doing it, what the fuck's the point?
Maybe you should, as Bird suggested earlier, not make it as frequent. That might make it easier for you. Not necessarily give it up, but make it less frequent. So it's like every day you have ice cream. It gets old after a while. I just have it once in a while. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I'm a fat kid. I gotta relegate it to food, but yeah, that's my suggestion. And I agree with Bird on that one. Yeah, definitely. As I said, I've only known you a short time, and I don't feel that you're a quitter.
Okay, then what should I cut it back to? 5 days a week? 3?
No, like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Take the weekends off and take Tuesday and Thursday to recuperate.
I didn't go to cut it, but
I mean, that's the suggestion. I mean, obviously, you should do what you go on.
Monday's my weakest day.
Okay.
Wednesday's the strongest. Friday's in between.
Okay.
And Thursday actually is stronger than Wednesday, but I don't get the numbers. Yes, I do look occasionally just to see where the flow goes. What day is my best day? What day is the worst day? It's not necessarily.
You see, you look at this. You're a professional. You know what your best days are. I don't know what my best days are. I don't look. You do. Good for you. So take your 3 weakest days off, or your 5 weakest days off, whatever. 4.
Yeah, play to your strengths. Play to your strengths, definitely. I like that, Bird. Thank you. Stay off your weaknesses and play to your strengths.
Okay. I don't know them. I don't know them. Like I said,
your strengths are your opposites in the weakest.
Okay. See, here's a weakness. I'm not like you. I can't go on and regale a story about UPS or FedEx or whatever the fuck it was. Anyhow, you can go on, you can be talking for 30 minutes about a particular topic, and people are actually entertained.
Not so many.
Most of the time, I'm just here. I don't know what the fuck to say. Why do you think I dropped the link in the chat? It's like, I mean, there have been a few times I've gone a half hour talking. Most of the time it's 15. That'd be a short ass stream.
You don't have to talk about one thing. You can pivot.
And then, of course, I've had the ultimate suggestion, which is probably a good suggestion. Pick topics. Well, here's the problem. Where do I pick the topics? How do I pick the topics? What do I pick the topics about? Because I'm going super stressed going, what the fuck am I supposed to talk about? How the fuck am I supposed to come up with topics? People say, pick a topic. Like that's supposed to be an easy thing to do. Really? You know, if you're going to make a fucking suggestion, maybe make a suggestion as to a topic. Not just say, pick a topic. How about this topic? Maybe you should talk about this.
Okay, well, I have an answer for you, Cap.
Quite honestly, picking a topic is not my strength.
Okay. Here's what you do. You go to Google and you type trending topics on Twitter. And you're going to get 50 rows of things trending on Twitter right now. Most of them are garbage. But if you can find one or two things out of 50, you've got a couple of topics.
Yeah.
Like apparently Manchester United is trending. So I'm guessing something stupid is going on over on the other side of the pond. Person of the year is trending.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. Try spring the topic base only. Have a set of topics for each day. Okay. Yes, you said check Google for trending Twitter topics, or whatever you said. And most of those are going to be garbage. I don't have 3 hours to look through things to find two things to talk about, and then have an hour left to fill.
Squid Games, Hunger Games, and teachers. There you go. Okay, I will tell you that, these, okay. Oh, let's check YouTube trends. That's probably better. United States. God damn it, son of a bitch. Fucking put it at the top of the fucking list.
What was it?
At the bottom with the U's. Okay, the top trending in the United States of America on YouTube for December 13th, 2021 is Morning Brew.
Yeah, bullshit.
The second is race highlights from the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Abu Dhabi. Do you know what Abu Dhabi is, Cap?
Nope.
I will give you $5 if you can tie Abu Dhabi to another topic we talked about today.
Not a fucking clue. Not a clue.
Abu Dhabi is where Garfield sends Nermal. Whenever he gets tired of Nermal, he sends Nermal to Abu Dhabi. Because when we were growing up, we didn't think Abu Dhabi was a real place. Now it's the Grand Prix is being held there. Fucking Abu Dhabi. They really, really bought themselves a seat at the table these last 40 years.
God, it's been 40 years.
1978. Yep.
Oh, God.
Garfield was born 40 years.
Let me
43, I guess.
Let me put it to you this way, Average Jam. What would take you 5 minutes would probably take me 30. Minimum.
We got Peacock's insane Christmas movies.
Well, Captain, if you'd like, on the backside before your show, I can try to use some suggestions through DM. Because I usually get up around 4 or 5 my time.
And yes, I've said this in past streams, and again, I've got this. Pick a topic. Wonderful idea. Don't get me wrong. Not that I don't appreciate the input. Believe me, I do. However, having said that, let me tell you about the hardest times I had in school were when I had to write an English paper where I had to pick a topic. If a topic were chosen or a list of 2 or 3 was given, no problem. None at all. I could pick from those 3, 5, whatever. You know, if a specific theme, going back to Christmas Story, if a specific theme were involved, no problem. Write a paper about anything. I'm going to sit there with a blank page because I have no fucking clue what to say. Bring up a topic. What? Topic. Here it is. Here's the topic. What? Nothing. Nothing comes to mind. Literally, nothing comes to mind. I just go into brain freeze. I don't know. Okay, going on to Google. That's fun. I'll try that.
Well, if you like, Cam, like I said, I can send you some ideas first thing in the morning.
I would appreciate that.
Okay. Definitely not a problem.
Okay, let me put it to you this way, NB. I don't recall those. I don't. Unless it's written down or in email or in a DM. I don't remember. If you think I'm going to go through my past live streams, which have been God knows how many, over 700, and watch for listening, that's insane. That'll take me 2 weeks just to go through. That's if I don't broadcast at all or listen to anybody else. And please, somebody report the Dana Cox thing. That's spam. Report it to YouTube. And good afternoon, Dr. Alex. I hope you're doing well. Thank you.
You're welcome. I wasn't on the YouTube side. That's why I didn't get it fast enough. I was on the StreamYard side.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the StreamYard side, and it's a lot easier. I mean, I could delete it, but it won't let me report it.
I actually reported it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because it's a bot account.
Mm-hmm.
And it always says the same thing. So they're not really that smart. So yeah. Definitely, if you see those types of messages, the Vosh Tech or whatever it is, report it. Just report it.
Yeah, I'm usually on the StreamYard side, unfortunately, so I don't.
I mean, that's to all the mods who are in the chat. just
Yeah, I'm
immediately
just saying for me. Sorry.
report it. And that's another thing it was stated that, I needed to actually say what I needed my mods to do. Well, there's an instruction. Wait a minute. Let me see here. Get back to the StreamYard side so I can actually highlight that because it's a little easier to read. Okay, new comic book normie says ask Twitter. Oh, what are ask on Twitter what are social topics that aren't talked about much? Something you're familiar with? Go. That's an idea. Actually, I get you do not remember. I get it. I just remember this topic in the past, and others wanted to help you with that. By writing ideas for you, you said no. 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 I've never said no to that. And I am going to start actually doing the watch parties later. But that'll be a different stream, not Morning Brew.
Okay.
So I'm going to. The funny thing is, I saw several in the past that have actually shown the movies on the stream, and it's just like, what? No commentary, no whatever. It wasn't from the original source. I don't know how they got away with it. I'm not going to show it on YouTube. I don't care. I'm not going to risk it. Wait a minute. Okay, I have to see this, Aberjam. I have to see this. I just have to see this. Let me check. Oh, hell yes. Oh, hell yes.
Sorry, I'm listening to it. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's turn on the closed captioning real quick so I can. I don't want to play it, but
I did. It's 33 seconds.
Okay, now wait a minute. This is the utter stupidity of closed captioning. According to this, what he says is, I want to book right here with a big ribbon on his head. Mm-hmm. Okay. I want to book. No, that isn't it. Mm-hmm. Go back to what he actually says. I'm going to listen to it. I want him brought right here. I want him brought right here. Not I want to book right here.
Yeah, I know YouTube subtitles suck sometimes. Okay, most of the time.
It's like, what? Gee, really? I want a book right here. No. Fix your subtitles, YouTube. Big ribbon on his head. And I want to look him straight in the eye. I don't want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten flesh Yeah. How would he know if he's dickless? But hey. Hallelujah. Holy shit. Where's the Tylenol? Where's the title? Yeah, I love that.
Motion's right here.
Where's the title O? Not Tylenol, title O. Really? Your closed captioning sucks ass. My God. Hell, just watching that video has given me a rant about YouTube and their closed captioning. For God's sake. Really? What fucking idiot does your closed captioning? Because whoever the fuck it is, you're paying too goddamn much.
It's probably a bot. Cheap AI.
Oh yeah, it's not
Again,
human. That's just
well, no shit.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I got a message that popped up. Let's see what that says. Blah, 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 blah. Let me go back to my Twitter because apparently my account was blocked or something. Oh, cool. Oh, I have. Okay. Delete the content that violates the rules. 3 tweets. What did I say?
Borrow? Yeah.
Oh. Wow. I'm getting a suspension because I said the word lame. Really?
Are you kidding me?
what exactly did you say?
That's okay, that one somebody must have reported because yeah. Targeted harassment of someone or indicate people to do so. This includes wishing or hoping someone harm expresses or experiences physical harm. What? She called me Captain Moron. So I said, so you're now calling yourself Captain Moron instead of Meg Turner. Meg Moron does seem more fitting. Delete.
Are you kidding me? Seriously?
Uh-huh. And oh, yes. Now, the whole point was this bitch posted a picture on Twitter, supposedly of a man who was sitting outside or in a vestibule area for hours, waiting to get in this restaurant because there weren't enough servers. Well, as it turns out, of course, it's a joke. She was trying to be funny. She took a picture of her boyfriend sitting there. Now, I'm sorry. Misrepresenting the truth is not humor in my book.
No, it's not.
All right, I've got a 12-hour suspension. Yay! So, you will not be seeing any posts from me on Twitter. I can't retweet anything. I don't even know if I can message people. It appears I can get messages, but I don't know if I can send messages. I know I can't like or retweet anything. Yeah.
Crazy, crazy stuff.
I did get something on Twitter.
I sent you one video, All I Want for Christmas, and the other one is a Who's Line clip around 7:30.
And
What's the second one? Yeah.
let me check that one. I don't even know that. Let me do this real quick. Copy. Come on.
Do you know when you got suspended?
I don't know when exactly. I'm not seeing the. Oh, let me see what the posts and tweets are. I will try to message a person back. I got the oh, really? That's interesting.
So
Now, let's see here now. Okay. That's 11 hours, 56 minutes. Okay, I got to try to DM this person if it'll let me. Anyhow, so what's going on, everyone? I'm just kind of pissed this morning. Well, you know what? Probably not. You never know. More than likely not, because, she's a woman.
unfortunately, you're probably right.
And of course, in this culture, women can do no wrong, men can do no good. So, yeah. But, and good morning, Jedi Bill. What's going on? I have really not been paying attention to chat today. Most people say I don't pay attention to chat most days, but I do, even though I don't necessarily read it out loud. This time, haven't even been looking at the page. Still waiting on appeal to my copyright strike. I guess we're using stock photo from Google. What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's just okay. That's another reason to hate Google. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. They're just absolutely stupid. Uh,
So what's on your agenda for today, Captain?
Yeah, my agenda. Well, let's put it this way. If you want to get a hold of me on Twitter, send me a direct message.
I usually do. So instead of tweeting at you, because most people have their phones hooked up to Twitter, where they get direct messages notifications.
Okay. Right now it's sending. I don't know if it'll let it. Okay. Yes, I can actually send a DM. Okay, good.
Awesome.
So, anybody wants to get a hold of me because somebody mentioned me in on Twitter before. And I'll just try to get to there.
Yeah, I'm wrapping presents today. So
Let me see here. Okay. And who are you wrapping gifts for today?
my grandsons, my stepdaughter, and stepson, and their roommate. I already wrapped Jonathan's. So yeah.
Wow. I
Yeah.
realized, never mind. Wow. That was a huge offer and much appreciated. uh, oh, I forgot. I can't like things. So you won't be seeing anything from me if you want people to know about the Morning Brew being on or whatever is on tomorrow. No, I'm doing the news thing tomorrow. But anyhow, if you want to find out about me being on, it'll only be on Facebook because Twitter won't let me. More than likely.
I'll probably be able to catch you in the morning in the chat because I'm going out early in the morning to drop off paperwork that I got to do later on too. So it's later on today. So yeah.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay. That's absolutely perfect.
What's up?
I think I'm going to start the daily co-host thing. So
Okay.
I've got somebody for Monday.
Cool.
Aberjam. I don't know if all I can say is I'm flabbergasted. That's all I can say.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
Her name was Lola.
She was a showgirl.
Yep.
But that was 30 years ago when there used to be a show.
Oh God, you would have to ask me that. Actually, there are a couple. I'd have to actually give it some thought.
I can give you one off the top of my head.
Go for it.
DS9 past tense. That's where they go back in time to the 2025 or 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And they are Cisco and Bashir get caught up and put in a
Yes.
camp.
Yep.
A camp where Dax gets picked up outside by because she's a attractive woman. She gets preferable treatment, and turns out to be like the Bill Gates of that world. Takes a liking to her, gives her access to the internet, and she's able to find that Cisco and Bashir had probably taken to one of these camps. And then she crawls in through the sewer, which is the least believable, and finds.
That sewer was actually too clean. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, if you could climb through the sewer, everybody would be getting the hell out
Well, yeah.
through the sewer. That's the problem.
You didn't have a problem with being clean, no rats?
Listen, whatever. We don't know that there were no rats. I'm sure her Starfleet training, they do deal with alien creatures worse than sewer rats.
Voles.
Yeah. Don't
Cardassian
forget their
voles.
station was infested with voles. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Walking through sewer rats is nothing. Once you have to deal with a vole, Cardassian vole infestation.
Well, yeah, there's definitely that one, but I was...
Plus, I mean, if you know for a fact that, God forbid, anything bites you, you're going to be back in the future in a few hours anyway to get treatment. It's just not as scary. I mean, here, if you get bit by a rat, you're like, well, shit, now am I going to die? But where she's from, she knows she doesn't have to worry about that. As long as the rat doesn't bite through her, her neck, which is not likely. She really doesn't have anything to worry about too much. Unlike us, where it's still very much, up in the air if we would survive.
Talk about what more? Oh, Lord. I got to find Yosef because I didn't see him in the chat at all. Looking for the random menace, but not seeing it. Unless Professor Brainy Specs is just being I don't know, something.
He just asked if Yosef is here, which almost always means Yosef is not. If he phrased it in the form of a question.
Well, he did, but it's Yosef is here. Like, he was actually here, not...
He's lurking.
Well, you never know. He could be.
He is.
Lola asks, who is the best Trek captain, in your opinion? Captain Cisco.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely.
God, yes.
Captain Cisco. Question is, who would be after him? Because
Kirk.
I don't know. I mean, he's good. Okay. Who would you say is the worst captain in Starfleet?
Burnham.
Who is the most legitimate captain in Starfleet?
Janeway.
Thank you. And why?
Well, I mean, you could say inconsistent writing. I would say because she repeatedly left her crew stranded in the Delta Quadrant, despite many, many opportunities, it seemed, to get them home or mostly home quickly. The most obvious one was she should have just slept with Q to get the crew home.
No kidding.
Okay, she should have considered herself goddamn lucky. Oh, I can undo all the fuck that I've caused so far, and all I have to do is whatever the hell he wants me to do for 30 minutes. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
I'm sorry. Sleeping with Q versus, killing a few people to get the Romulans involved in the war. Yeah. And I think that Cisco did the right thing, but Janeway should have just slept with him and gotten it
All
over
it
with.
would cost was the pride of one Starfleet officer, and it would have brought a crew back home quickly.
Yep.
And with no more killing. Not to mention the untold number of species they wouldn't encounter and therefore not fuck up under
Exactly.
the Prime Directive.
Well,
I'd
Prime
fuck to
Directive
undo
just kind of
several
went out the
humbucks.
window several times. Okay, let's see here. Now, I know that Ervik Sonder loves Janeway. And apparently so does Richie Poole. Okay, I get the hint.
Okay.
Listen to me very carefully, because I'm only going to say this once. Coffee. Black.
Coffee. Black. While I've got your attention, there are...
Coffee first. Well, this mentor would like another cup of coffee. I'm just gonna have to give up coffee. Want some coffee?
If I'm not mistaken, that's your third cup this morning.
Fourth, and on a day like today, it won't be my last. Coffee. The finest organic suspension ever devised. Commander, set a new course. There's coffee in that nebula.
There. I've made Richie Poole happy, I hope. And if Ervik Sonder is still listening, assuming he hasn't gone to work, then he should be happy. And yes, Richie Poole was happy.
Was it the coffee or the Janeway clip itself?
And how has Picard not made it into the conversation? Now, are you talking about the real Picard who was in
TNG.
Next Generation, or are you talking about the garbage Picard in the Picard series?
There's a big
Say
difference.
one of the reasons why he didn't make it into the conversation is because his character continued past TNG and then got, lost credibility in Star Trek Picard.
Richie Poole says both. Well, actually, I wouldn't say he was the best captain anyhow, even in TNG. But Yeah.
I would say Captain Riker over Captain Picard, because Captain
Agreed.
Riker never lost. Captain Riker never lost.
Let's see here. Janeway did nothing wrong. Oh, trust me, she did plenty wrong. But so did every other captain.
Mm-hmm.
And a message for Bird.
Disagree.
Do you have any further? Why do you disagree, or just disagree?
I've already put out why I think she was a bad captain.
Well,
I
she
don't
was
need to repeat
inconsistently
it.
written, but yeah, I didn't know if there was anything else that you hadn't mentioned yet.
I mean, not sleeping with Q, not trying to talk to some of the more advanced aliens on getting technology. Frankly, when they found a colony of humans, they should have just stopped there and stopped trying to get home. That made a hell of a lot more sense when they had an advanced colony of humans found in the Delta Quadrant, that they combine their tech with those guys, and more likely they start forming a second federation in that side of the Delta Quadrant, and with the goal of eventually uniting the federations when they can. Knowing that there was a second federation almost as advanced as the first, with hundreds of million people working on connecting the two halves of the galaxies, would have been a giant spark of creativity, and I think it would have gone better for everyone than the reality of flying a spaceship on a 70-year mission without plot armor.
Now, are you saying the species of humans and such stranded from the Alpha Quadrant from the old Borg vessel that crashed?
No, I'm talking
No,
about the
this is the
37.
37s.
Oh, okay, those.
I knew
yeah.
immediately which he meant.
Okay,
had,
I wasn't sure which ones.
Yeah, no, they left there, and supposedly nobody on the crew wanted to stay, which I don't believe.
No.
I don't believe that at all. But that was how Janeway got out of that. But that's bullshit. It shouldn't have been an option. And that's why I like Cisco. He never put those things up to a vote. He's like, this isn't a democracy. Like, this isn't a vote. I'm not here to ask I'm here to ask your opinions, not your permission. Every time something like that happened, it was at least twice. Cisco said, this isn't a democracy. I'm not asking for your vote.
Right.
It's like, I'm sorry. Even Picard asked for input, and when he made his decision, that was it.
Yeah.
He asked for input, he made his own decision, and that was all.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't like, oh, well, let's put this up for a vote. So yeah, I'm starting to agree. Oh, God.
Welcome to the dark side, Captain. You're agreeing with Bird of Prey.
Well, you've got a problem there, Professor. There was more than one Q.
I would have slept with the female Q.
which we saw the female Q. So,
What
of
are you
course.
doing? What are you doing with that dog? I'm not talking about the puppy. Yeah, that one.
So, yes. Yes, in that case, Bird would have slept with her. And her name was Q. So, yeah.
Or as Janeway called her, Lady Q. Sorry, I recently saw that episode, so yeah, it's on my fresh mind.
And yes, Enterprise is the last Star Trek that I acknowledge. I concur completely. After 2005, there has not been a single Star Trek. They've attempted it. They have bastardized it. They have done everything to destroy it. But they've not had any Star Trek since 2005.
What I haven't touched yet is Lower Decks. How is that?
Let's put it this way. It's full of member berries.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say this. On the final episode of the first season,
Mm-hmm.
it was actually good. The next to the last episode, kind of. The one before that. Prior to that, fuck the show. My opinion.
I haven't touched it yet, so I don't know.
If you have nothing else to watch and want to get caught up, then I would suggest it. If you, although I think you could probably get caught up on it if you were in a coma.
I think it's worth watching if you have it. I wouldn't spend money just for it, but if you have access to it.
I'm already spending money on Paramount, so yeah, it's
Yeah,
already there
so if
for
you've
me.
got access to it, the first season is better than the second, in my opinion. But the first season was a surprise. Had a very good final episode, whereas the second season, the final episode was a letdown. Really, the episode before the final episode was probably the peak of the second season.
I'm trying to remember what happened at the end of the second season.
The second to end was the multiple Lower Decks episode. The Lower Decks on the different species.
Oh, yeah.
Then the final episode, I don't want to give away the details, but
Thank you.
return to a previous storyline that we thought was going to be the big storyline. Anyway, don't worry about it, but yeah.
Okay. I just read that too.
Correct.
I don't know about sexual degeneracy. They do, cover up the worst parts. And I really don't think that the alien creature rubbing his own horn is all that awful a thing. I mean, it is, after all, his actual horn, not a different part of its
Horn.
body.
Now his
Yeah,
horn
true.
is horn. Yeah, there's difference. Huge difference.
No, 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 that's not true. That no.
Oh, Brainy, there's a difference. And it's because we have different parts.
Okay, Professor, would you sleep with John Delancey's Q? If we're
Hey,
presenting
and
that
if he
to-
does, if he wants to, that's great for him. I just not for me.
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just simply saying he's presenting the question. I think it would be a legitimate question to ask him the same in return.
It's just not fair, a question, because she is a heterosexual female, as she played, and she was being offered to sleep with a heterosexual male. Now, if I offer me to sleep with a heterosexual female to get my crew home, and I would say almost undoubtedly yes. There is a difference. Okay, you could say that there shouldn't be, but you'd be wrong. There is a difference.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, I could do that.
Excuse me.
okay. I'll agree. Well, she did
I'm
have
on
the
the
option.
phone with Ciso Prey. I'll be
Yes.
right back.
Of course. And yeah, it's oh, I've got somebody backstage. Haven't even looked.
Who is
it
that?
up.
Eagle Rider? I think it is.
Yep. Let's see here.
Okay, but it does make a difference because it's not the same. Okay, if you want a male to sleep with a male who's not gay, that is a completely different story than a man sleeping with a woman who's not gay.
Correct.
Okay, one goes against all of my biology and would physically make me sick and ill and possibly rather kill myself. The other is just a bad day. Okay, if I slept with an ugly woman, if I slept with an ugly woman, it's a bad day. If I sleep with a dude, it's like completely against my biology. So yes, there is a difference. Hello, Rosetta.
Okay, that answers that question. Okay.
There's a lot of people who consider sleeping with anybody they don't want the same kind of thing.
Well, I understand some people feel that way, but at the end of the day, this isn't that they're being raped. It's that, I'm sorry I said that. It's not that they're being forced.
If you're kind of coercing them into it, it kind of by definition is.
Okay, but you're not coercing them. You're giving them the option.
If they're
And
not
she
offering
took-
and you're giving somebody a
Well,
situation
the
to pressure them,
option-
it still kind of is a coercion, yes.
Okay, well, it wasn't because clearly she chose not to, and she wasn't forced into anything.
Correct.
And her life went on. So it was an option, and she chose not to. And her life went on, as did her crew's life. You didn't, say, aha, I'm still going to sleep with you. No, it was couldn't have been better shown to have been an option.
There's something to be said for the fact that when you're putting somebody in a position where it's an extremely look, if that situation is screw the crew or screw him, that is putting everything on her for something she didn't agree to, too. And that is still emotional blackmail to get it.
Well, then it's the worst because he lost. He still didn't get what he wanted. She didn't get what she wanted.
He was never very good at getting people to give him what he wanted.
Nobody got anything.
He never was. But no, I mean, that whole plot line was disturbing and bleh from the beginning. It really was. But I'm sorry, while maybe to you, it wouldn't be a big difference if it was just sleeping with a female. This could be bad or the male there. To a lot of people, it is an absolute thing. If it's not their choice and they're instigating it, it doesn't matter who it is. It's just as bad to them. Especially depending on people's social, religious, political viewpoints. So,
and
while
those are all,
you can make that argument,
not
it's
real.
Not. No, bull. Yes, they are real. I am not going to dismiss somebody as your religious views on sex don't matter. You don't have the right to use that as a discussion or debate. That is absolutely real. It still comes down to what is comfortable to their body and to their mind. And I'm sorry, those discussions are important in those situations. Aberjam, there's a fine line there, honestly. It can be, depending on the situation. But because that is one of the ways that force is actually done, is putting people in a position where they're afraid to say no. And afraid to stop.
But she wasn't afraid to say no.
And I'm not saying that was necessarily the case in there, but to specifically how he said that it can be, which is why it's a iffy line. I never said somebody else's belief doesn't matter. I said to him that's true, but in other people's situations it wouldn't be. I didn't say his viewpoint on that isn't. I just said it's not applicable to all people.
For mine, it is applicable.
And I never denied that.
Okay. Well, then I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong to your situation. You would be to apply that to some other people.
I would disagree with you.
That's where the problem comes. Not on how you feel about your situation and what it would be to you. But you can't dismiss that other people's situations would be different also.
I do. And I can. I did.
Then you're wrong on that part. Sorry.
Unfortunately, I don't know where I have to agree with. I'm more siding with Bert at this point.
Because I'm being very logical on this. Bird's opinion and Bird's reason why he feels that way are absolutely valid to how he feels about himself and his body. But that wouldn't be the same situation for all people.
I agree, Rosetta.
Nor do I think Bird was saying that it was the same.
I kind of feel that there would actually be training for this type of thing in Starfleet. That they're going to come across cultures who think about sex differently than humans and other species do. In fact, even in Enterprise, there was that species they came across that thought eating was something as private to them as mating. And so when they came and everybody started eating dinner together, to them it was literally like an orgy. And they they immediately left the ship. And the crew didn't understand what they did wrong. And they were having trouble talking at the beginning. So they couldn't even explain what they did wrong. But then, like later in the episode, they had to go back to them because there was another life form came over to the Enterprise while the ships were docked, and they had to see if they knew what the hell this was. Anyway, long story short, they in the meantime learned how to speak English, and they were able to talk. And they're like, "Oh, eating to us is as private as mating. So we just need you to apologize." And so Travis apologized on behalf.
Is this where I skipped a joke about they're basically treating everything when you're putting something in an orifice the same?
Let's just see how the numbers are up right there.
Sorry.
I got one word for
but
you.
seriously, I had to be a little silly because I have to try to keep myself a little lighthearted with this. And that's the thing is, we even deal with that in just the world we have now. Cultures, upbringing, the beliefs, personal past, everything affects how people interact and how they deal with each thing and what it would do to them. If you've got somebody who's either a very conservative, modest mind and doesn't like overt sexuality, or who's been through sexual abuse and stuff in the past, often that situation, that offer, it wouldn't matter who the other person on the other side was. It would be repugnant, abhorrent, and creepy to them to get the offer. And so those issues do play a part to some people, but not all.
Well, I would say that by the year 2400, I would hope that they have more effective ways of dealing with past trauma. That one, it isn't happening nearly like it is now. And two, even if it did happen, as an adult, you could be mostly, I don't want to say we're cured, but mostly cured of the symptoms that the past trauma would have caused. I think that's a fair assumption that is not going to be like it is now. So I don't think we need to worry about how many people are abused, earlier in life, especially on a Starfleet crew.
And we could hope for that, but in the end, it was a creepy episode for a lot of reasons, and most men did not have the same reaction to that episode that women did, which tells you something about the difference in mind and how we approach this, anyways. And there is that difference.
No, you don't know. You don't. You're just making that up. That is a statistic
I will say
you've
to
just
every
made
single
up.
person I've talked to about this episode before, or who had watched it, the men and the women did not respond the same to the situation.
But you are stating that is actually accurate for all men and women.
I wasn't saying. I didn't say the word "all" for a reason. If you thought I was implying that, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm saying from everything I've seen, and as an overall statistic, often women and men don't respond the same to these kinds of situations and stories. That is also true. Now, again, I just woke up, so if I phrase that a little awkward, I'm sorry, okay? But that is our differences in sexuality and our differences in body and genetics will also play a point in how we respond to those kinds of things. It just will.
And I think that by 24th century, it's not going to be nearly as different as it is now. And I don't think it's all that different. Now, I will agree there's probably more truth to what you said today, but I think that by 24th century, it's not going to be anywhere close to that.
And on some of the points, I would say I agree with you. I hope they wouldn't be on the personal, social, and political, or just modesty of those. I still think that should always be to the person.
So, I think one of the things they literally would have to learn in the academy is that some species, sex is just sex. For Vulcans, for one thing. You're going to have a course on Ponfar. If you're serving with Vulcans, what are you going to do? If you're the only female on a ship with a Vulcan crew member, what happens?
Yeah, and there's questions there, and it's a little awkward in some ways because there will always be those uncomfortable situations, but unfortunately, those will exist. I'm arguing that this wouldn't be necessarily different or the same depending on certain situations and people. That said, I don't know if I could have said no if I knew it would have hurt everybody else in the crew either, honestly. Because I've always kind of put other people's safety in situations before my own.
And as a captain, I would say it would be your duty to put other people's safety before your own.
That's the part where I have a problem with it becoming more force. Saying it's her duty to accept it and do it. That's the part where it makes me leery.
That's the part that makes it upsetting as a crew member to think that my captain could have brought us home, but chose not to. And let's face it, Q isn't a guitar monster. Okay? She could do a lot worse.
It's a complicated situation, and it's definitely one that was never a very comfortable topic, but it is also one where I can see both sides of that argument at the same time, because there is that side where you're taught as a captain to sacrifice your body to save your crew, which you could say this was a very creepy version of that. But
and just to be clear, they have established by this point in Trek that they could erase these memories from her if they wanted to. They can erase your short-term memories. So she could have said, okay, let's get this over with. Go to the dock. You got the memory erased. And she never even would have known she did it.
yeah, that's very odd.
Well, it's an option, although how would you explain them being home then?
True.
If you wipe the
Captain, you wished me to wipe your memory of the reason you're home. Oh, I can't tell you.
And that would cause issues, I think, with human curiosity. We tend to want to know what we've lost.
Oh, yeah, and then she'd probably get pissed. Again, Professor. Well, you know what? That's not a terrible idea, Professor.
See, I have to point out Jeff has been a lot more
You have to point
antagonistic in
out
this than I have.
I have to point out that he has a point there.
I got to step away for about 2 minutes, okay, guys?
Uh-huh. I completely agree, Haberjam. And I think that we're on the brink of that happening again.
Yeah.
And people are too stupid to realize that.
I think a lot of people realize it and don't care.
Well,
Look
there
at
are
the
people on that
things
side.
I was commenting to this morning. They're openly saying it. Those arguments, the who should live and die based on things like that, they're openly saying it anymore. See, I have to admit, my problem is also, as a Trek fan, even have always been, it's extremely idealistic, and I don't think humanity is actually able to mature that quickly or that much. We repeat the same cycles of history ad nauseum for thousands of years before we learn anything and move to the next step. So I don't have a tendency to have high hopes that it'll change that much in a few hundred years. But that's me. I'm a cynic.
I tend to be more cynical than I should be.
And that kind of killed the chat there.
Yep.
All right. Not exactly a great morning, so.
Well, you take care, Rosetta. We'll talk to you later. All right. Let's see here now. So, by the way, there is room on the panel if you'd like to join Aberjam. I can always even kick myself out if that's the and BA, yes, but that's probably not the best topic. And world wars are a thing of the past. Yeah, well, not really. We haven't done one, haven't been involved in one for a while, troop wise, but yeah, that's not exactly a thing of the past.
Okay, Aya's back. Oh, we lost Eagle Rider.
Yeah, unfortunately she had to leave. I could tell she was not feeling well. So I think she probably needs to get some rest. But
it looks like she just woke up, kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of needs to get wake up. I don't know what also. Maybe get some tea or something in her. Get something to eat. I don't know. But whatever works.
Yeah. Everybody has their wake up routine.
And yeah, Aberjam, I agree with you. It's a here. World wars are a thing of the past until the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately.
No problem. Gotta get ready for a funeral. Just distracting yourself. Yeah, that's probably the best idea, to distract yourself.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Rosetta. I'm sorry.
Oh, I wish I could. I don't say I would want to go to a funeral, but wouldn't mind getting out of this madhouse. Put it that way. Monday's not a good day. 3 boys screaming while trying to do a live stream. Yeah, no, not the best for.
I was there partially at one point when Jonathan was little. We still had Ryan and Michael, his older brothers, at the house. So yeah, I get sort of where you're coming from.
And good morning, Low Specs Linux Laptop. How are you this morning?
I got to mute for a minute. I got to make a phone call.
No problem.
Sorry.
Take care. No problem. Take care.
Just got to
mute.
mute.
Take care.
Got to mute. I'll be right here though.
Okay, let's see here now. And yes, definitely prayers and condolences, Eagle Rider, says Jack McCarthy. And the lovely Sherry says hello to Low Specs Linux Laptop. By the way, how are you, Sherry? And yes, that's a good question. On a scale of 1 to 10, just how lovely are you? Now, I'm saying she's probably going to say a lower number than most people would say. But I'll just wait for her answer, see what she says. Just out of curiosity. So, by the way, what's going on this morning? Low Specs Linux Laptop. Of course, Low Specs rates are at 11. And Brightest Day says, that's a trap question no one answers. True. And Low Specs says, it's cold, starting fire. Well, be careful. Don't set anything on fire while you're, except what you're supposed to. And we know that we know who Professor Brady Speck's favorite doctor is. And it's not the 11th Doctor. Let's see here. All I'll say is I was the one that thought highly enough to suggest that she change her name to the lovely Sherry, and he is correct. Brightest Day did suggest the name change, and I happen to agree because Sherry was just there. The lovely Sherry carries a better name, and by the way, the 7th Doctor. Okay, I thought you preferred the 13th.
Wasn't the 7th the most prolific for airtime overall? I think he was for like 8 or 9 years. It was either 6th or 7th.
Seventh Doctor is the basis of my avatar and my name. I honestly thought that you were, going for a male version of the 13th Doctor. Okay, thank you, Professor.
Oh, thank you, Professor. You just corrected me. Yeah, thank you.
Let's see here now. And for no other reason, it makes panelists give her compliments every time they say hello. And yes, it does, but it's true. Sherry is lovely. So the lovely Sherry is appropriate. And Aberjammy UK says the best Doctor is Pepper. Really? That's just interesting question from somebody in the UK. Saying the statement, I should say. Saying the best Doctor is Pepper. Interesting. Let's see here now. Oh, no.
You're welcome.
No, that's just. And yes, yes, JP's. Jesus freaking Christ, the size of that mug. Well, we've had people on here with these tiny ass little coffee cups that think their mugs are huge. It's like, really? No. I'm sorry. An 8-ounce mug is not huge.
No.
Hell, I think mine is I don't know how much now.
This is my hot coffee, and this is a 12-ouncer. I usually have iced coffee in this thing. Today's ice water. And it's a half gallon. So it's a 7-cupper plus ice. Yep.
And let's see here now. Question. Would the actor that played Daniel Jackson in Stargate TV show make a good or great Doctor Who, though?
Yes. Did you ever see the episode Lifeboat where he portrayed like 12 different personalities in one episode, in one scene, to like 12 personalities? Yeah.
Wow.
Oh God, it was awesome in that episode. He got a Saturn Award for that episode because his portrayal and different personalities, the way he switched so easily and fast. Oh yeah, it was awesome.
And let me see here now.
And it was Michael Shanks who played Daniel Jackson. Yep.
Okay.
That's right. But yeah, he's not British, but yeah. An acting ability, yes.
Oh, as you can tell, things here are a little hectic. Yay! And anonymous.
I think Kate Mulgrew is going to be the next Doctor.
Ooh. As much as I like Voyager, yeah, I have to laugh at that. Ooh, you Laurie, yeah.
At this point, I don't think it matters if they're British or not. As long as they can act and they've got good stories, who gives a shit?
But Hugh Laurie.
Hugh Laurie. That
Yes.
would make an interesting one.
He'd play a doctor again. Yes. Meh. Aberjam.
I disagree. I honestly disagree. I don't believe that every doctor has been portrayed by a British actor. I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure everyone has.
I thought it was Scottish.
Oh, you're talking oh god. Number 12. I just forgot his name.
Aberjam says every doctor has been British. Okay. Like I said, I'm not a Whovian. I thought there was one that was actually Scottish, therefore not British.
Well, thank you, Dave.
Dave says Capaldi.
Yep.
JP says Eccleston. Okay. Scottish people are British, but British people are not Scottish. My point being, they're not actually, they're from Great Britain, but they're not British, if that makes sense. There's a distinction that I'm making. Tennant and Capaldi are both Scottish.
I have a question, Aberjam.
Yeah, of course.
British is English. You saying British is England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. I thought UK was England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales, and Britain was England, Ireland, English, Scottish, and Wales. That's it. No Ireland. That's what I thought.
Well, anymore, that's almost true. Okay. See, I'm not, I said, I'm not a fucking British expert. Okay. I'm not proclaiming to be.
Neither am I. That's why I'm questioning. That's why I started with I think. Okay. Thank you, Aberjam. I didn't know for sure. That's why I asked. You being over there, yeah, you would be the expert compared to me. So yes.
Correct.
I'm from New London, not London. Huge difference. We have the Thames, they have the Thames.
All right, let's see here. least we've got a uh
Oh, and by the way, did you see the private chat a while ago? Someone
not
commented on my stash.
yes.
Yeah, I have to say it's not a Tom Selleck stash. I'm actually going for the '80s porn stash.
Wow.
Yeah,
I would have gone for the 70s, by the way, if I were you.
80s cop. How about that?
Okay, that's even better. And oh, Organizations in the chat. I didn't see that. Now that can change, but yeah, I did title it that.
It is Aberjam. It is.
And I wasn't expecting it to go this long. So yeah. Oh, Lord. Fortunately, it's gone long enough. I think that people will at least see that I streamed.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. You're welcome.
Thanks, Captain.
Are you going on later today, Bird?
I plan to.
Good to hear.
4 p.m. Eastern.
You can watch I can't think.
Fed Life.
Well, no. I was gonna say Culture Casino's coming up in about an hour and 40 minutes. You can go over there and check him out if you haven't been there already. Check out Bed Life, but is it 4 p.m. Eastern?
Yes.
Good to hear. And have a great day, Jack McCarthy. Have a great day, everyone else. Thank you all for coming. Talk to you soon.
Bye bye.